Hi everyone, welcome to Luvcoding.com. This is our tutorial on JavaScript. Today we're going to look at how you can write a JavaScript code. JavaScript are scripting languages that are very useful for designing web pages, making them interactive, and making them user-friendly. They help us to execute functions in our HTML web pages. But you cannot write the JavaScript on its own because it's basically a scripting language. So you will need to use the HTML program to execute your JavaScript code. So today we're going to see how you can do that. To run your JavaScript program, like I said, you need HTML elements or HTML components. The HTML elements are basically series of tags. Like here we have an example tag. You have the opening and the closing tag in this format. So, sorry, I want to make sure it's pointing. Yeah, so I want to make sure it's pointing. So, like I said, yeah, we have the tags. This is a paragraph tag, the opening paragraph and the closing paragraph. So together, the tag and the content within the tag all together makes up the HTML components. So for you to be able to write a JavaScript program, you should be able to work your way around HTML components and elements and tags. Because all the JavaScript code we do is to provide the script, the functions. So this is basically an example of what the HTML program looks like with all the basic elements. You have the doc type HTML, which tells the program the version of HTML program that we're running. You have the HTML tag itself, the opening tag for the HTML here, with the closing tag below. You have the head tag, in which you have only title, and it's also in a title tag, and this is the closing of the head tag. Then you have the body tag, in which you have other forms of elements. These are the elements that are executed on your web page. You see here we have the image tag, we have the input tag, we have the script tag. So on these elements you can describe or declare or present the things you want to, the items or the elements you want to execute on your web page. And then in the script part of it, that is where you write your JavaScript codes. So for you to write a JavaScript code, you need a text editor. In our tutorial, we are going to be using Notepad++. So basically, go to search, and then you see Notepad comes up. When you open it, it looks just like this. And this is where you're going to be writing your code. After writing it, then you save it here before you can run it on your web page. So basically, this is what it looks like. This is the main lines, the main outline of an HTML program. The HTML tag itself, the head tag, and the body tag. These are the basic part of the HTML. Then if you want to include a JavaScript code in your HTML, all you need to do is to add up this line in between your body tag or your head tag. So with this line, you are able to call your JavaScript functions. The JavaScript functions, if you include a function on the JavaScript tag, on the script tag, if you include a function, then it runs automatically. If you want it to run automatically, you do not have to include a function on the script tag. But if you want to call the function, then you include a function on the script tag. I need to take that again. I mean, if you want to call a function, if you want to call the function yourself, you need to include a function on the script tag. But if you want it to run automatically, you don't need to include a function on the script tag. So when you add your script, this is what it now looks like. So have the head, the HTML, the head, then your script can come in between the head or in between the body. So sometimes you may have to call a JavaScript file that is already created and stored somewhere else, not on the same page that you're running at the moment. If you want to do that, then you include the statement source. You include the source statement to be able to call a JavaScript file that has been created in another file elsewhere, or maybe in another web address elsewhere. So when you use the source in your script tag, you are able to link up to any other file that is created and stored elsewhere. So when you're using the source to call an external file, this is basically what it looks like. So have all your normal HTML outline elements, the head, the HTML, the head. Then this is the script. This is the source. This is where you're going to get this JavaScript source that's going to be running. It's going to come from this web address. So this is the format of the HTML program. If you want to include a source, this is basically what it looks like. So after doing this, after you've created your HTML element and then you created your script, the next thing you do is to save it as an HTML file. Any name, you can just select any name, but it has to be change this to HTML. That's why I left it to show you. It has to be .html before you click save. And that is it. The next thing you do is to run your HTML program. In the next tutorial, we're going to look at how we're going to run our program. But for now, the script in the body is going to call the one in the head. So this is the script in the head. This is another script that's calling the function. When the program is run, this script here is going to call the function here. So the function is say hello, and then the function is called here. So this is the part of the program that enables this function to run. Here we have just one script, and it's in between the body tag. So you declare your variables, then you make your if statements for decision, then you use the alert statement to alert the result on the screen. The alert basically displays the result on the screen. So this is just a simple program, a simple JavaScript program without a function. There is no function on this, just to declare a variable, the name of the variable A, the literal Jake is the name for the variable A, the value for the variable A. Then if the variable A equals Jake, alert A, meaning display A if the variable A is equal to Jake. Else alert the condition was false. That means if A is not equal to Jake in value, not in terms of their characters, but in value, then you alert the conditions was false. Finally, this is another typical example. In this example, you have a script, just one script in the body, and there is no function. It just takes the value of your variable A and then displays the variable 3, A 0, 1, 2, 3. Going to give you output of 5. So it just displays this value on the screen. This is this new JavaScript file that was created. So when you come here, you write a script and name and call. You declare the source of the script. Then the name of the source will be new.js, which you have used to store the file. And then this button, when you click, this is an event in JavaScript, in HTML JavaScript. When you click it, it displays the value of the function that is here from this source. So moving on, this is the notepad plus that we're going to be using for running our program. So we're going to be using the notepad plus text editor for running our program. So like I said, you need to first outline all the HTML elements in their tags, starting from this version of the HTML. then HTML head opening itself, the head tag open and close, and then finally you have the body tag. So in the body tag, we have placed some elements. This is for just a header. This is a paragraph starting and ending. This is just a break after the paragraph. This is a link to a file. The link could be linking to a file externally or linking to another part of our program. So in this case, this link, when you click on the link, it just calls up this function for you. So this is a function here. Congrats is a function. So when you click on this link, it calls up the script, the HTML, the JavaScript for you. So you can see the script. You can see the script tag just from here to here. And in the script tag, we have created a function which we are going to run by executing or by clicking on the link that has been declared here. So by the time we run the program, we'll see how this is done. So now we have finished creating the program. You have outlined all your HTML tags and elements, and then you've written your script. Then you save your file by going to File, Save As, select any name, and remember where you're storing it, and then you click Save. So this is already saved. So there are two ways you can basically run your program. You can run them by going to Run, launch in any browser at all. Luckily, JavaScript programs run on any modern browser. So you can run them on any browser. Here we're going to be selecting Chrome. So click on Chrome. Why is it not running? The program is not running. Something is wrong. Maybe, probably because of the screen. Should be running. Okay, sorry, it's not saved. So run it again. Yeah, it wasn't saved earlier. That's why it wasn't running. So this is the program here. Notice we have functions in JavaScript starting congratulations. Then when you see the output, you have functions in JavaScript as a header, heading 1, header 1 or heading 1, whatever it's called. Then starting conversation. Then this is the link I was telling you about. Click here to execute the code in the function. That is this one. Click, you create the link. The link will be highlighted with this any item that is here, any text that you put in between the link tag, the A tag. So whatever text written here will be highlighted as the link with the one before the tag. So when you click on that, in this case, when we click on this, it's going to call up this congrats function for us. So let's go and click on it and see what it shows us. So click here to execute the code, and then it calls the function for us. Welcome to whatever. You say okay, and then hey, enter your name here. Let's say my name is Joy. Say okay. Welcome to Coded Joy, and that is it. That is how ending congratulations. That is how basically the program runs. I hope you've enjoyed our tutorials today. So before we meet next time, I hope you will try out some other simple JavaScript codes, or you can edit this, modify the one you have, and then or change one or two things around it to see how it works. Thank you so much for listening to us today. And then we'll expect to see you in our next tutorial. Thank you.